Hello, all. How are you doing? This is Tim Ahmed here, and I'm doing a series of fun podcasts with the personalities in EPM. It's really about their chronicles and also their confessions, and fundamentally is really talking about their journey and things that we could learn from this journey too. So we've got Patrick Ratnaraja, and he's a HFM contractor, and he's been in the industry for a number of years. And we're just going to talk about his journey. Hello, Patrick. How are you?
Hello, Tim. I'm fine, thank you. And how are you?
Well, fine, thank you. Very sunny and bright summer's day here. Yeah, so shall we go straight into questions? Could you tell me who is Patrick Ratnaraja, his journey in EPM in roughly in a minute?
Right, Patrick Ratnaraja started his first job at the age of 17 as a security guard, and then came to England later on and started work as a cleaner in a restaurant for about 3 years. And now working or I'm the Consolidations or HFM manager for a cleaning security and facilities management company.
Wow, that's quite an interesting turnabout of events. Definitely. Cool.
Definitely.
Sure. So, okay then, what's, like we explain EPM to various people. I try to explain it to my mom every day. She can't really understand what I do. But what's the most funniest misconception you've had when you explain something about EPM to somebody?
Well, when I explain EPM, no one's going to understand. The first time I said enterprise performance management, one accountant sarcastically said, "What performance?" And when I tried to explain to someone else, he actually completely misunderstood, thinking that it was a debt consolidation system. And he said, "Look, I know everyone. I know a lot of debt consultants. Why did you get into debt and all that?" And he was going on about debt consolidation. I thought, no, I'm not talking about debt consolidation here. But
No, no, there's very much, misconception. Uh, to be honest with you, I mean, it's a hard subject to even me to explain to myself what I do. So okay, cool. Could you tell me the biggest challenge you faced in EPM and how did you overcome it? An oops moment, and then how did you overcome that?
I think the biggest challenges in my career is not with the product. Obviously, the product itself, we don't get everything from any product, but there are certain things we would like and we don't get those. But for me, it's more to do with the infrastructure sometimes, and going back to the earlier days, we didn't even have the web, or we had to. I mean, I had to fly to Singapore to fix someone's computer enterprise installation at that
Yeah.
sort of level. But later on, even after the networks and all that, it's just if the infrastructure is not stable, like in the middle of something, we lose database connections and Wi-Fi connections. So these type of things happen, and with me, I wouldn't sleep until I get to the bottom of it. So I go to the root cause. I've woken up people at 1 a.m. Uh,
I don't
to
believe.
fix it.
Yeah.
Basically, fix it because I can't work.
Oh, okay, cool, cool.
Yeah, but that's the way I've done it. But I'm ruthless in the sense that it's got to be fixed because it's a consolidation system. It's top PLCs and top companies using these systems, and you cannot just leave it and say, "Oh, we'll fix it next day." It's got to be fixed. It's
Sure.
my opinion. I don't know whether you agree with me or not, but
No, definitely. You have to try and persevere and get it done because it's your, neck on the line, the way we are in this industry. Okay. So do you have a memorable success story from your time in EPM?
yes, most definitely, it was in the enterprise days. Obviously, I have in the HFM days as well. Definitely, the success story was that a certain consultants came and implemented enterprise and made some changes and gave instructions, and they went home. And this is 24/7 worldwide. We were trying to support the system, but we don't. We were just working 9 to 5. We were not a 24/7 support team. and I was the only one left. So in the evening, I received a call from the States. I think something was not working, and that started. Then I had to look into what was not working. Then I was able to find a fix, and I was able to, over the phone, instruct the user. Obviously, there was no Skype or Teams or anything like that at that time. And over the phone, I had to instruct them and let them know how to do that, and they were able to fix it, which is great. And then one after the other, the calls kept coming. And my financial controller was about 11 p.m., and he was there as well. And he said, "Look, Patrick, this is not good enough. You better go home now, or go and book a hotel, sleep, and then come back and do it." And he went home, and I didn't, and I carried on. And it was early morning, 9 o'clock. I was still there, people coming back to the office, and I carried through till the afternoon. But the point is, when my boss told me that go and book a hotel and sleep and come back in the morning, the real point was I didn't have any cash or card with me to pay for the hotel. That was the problem. So it was easier to stay all night and get it done.
Yeah.
And that was great, actually. It was all fixed. All users were happy, and that's the way it was done. I think it was a great success.
Fantastic. Yeah. Similarly, can you share a hilarious moment or unexpected moments in EPM? We've all had those, but yeah, kindly share one.
There were hilarious moments in HFM or enterprise performance management. Hard to think of hilarious moments as such, but there are moments yeah. Well, once I was trying to support this user in Turkey, and there are two sites in Turkey, obviously. And what I meant was, instead of saying select this entity, maybe I was wrong there. I was, on screen, I was saying, look, go to this entity. And the chap turned around and said, it'll take about 2 hours to get there. I didn't know what he was going on about. I only asked him to select an entity.
Oh,
There are sometimes when you support people, and I ended up using Del Boy language as well sometimes. Like calling Rodney.
Yeah.
And they accepted it. It's a good laugh. I mean, it's good teams anyway. So it's
Come to say about Del Boy, I saw a picture of you looking like Uncle Albert during the COVID pandemic. So I think we can all relate to that. Okay, so what's one crucial piece of advice you have for newcomers in this industry? It's really good to give them some advice, really.
Right, newcomers, coding. Some people come with coding knowledge, which is great, but coding is not required as much as before. These improved systems are, less coding and get on with it. For newcomers, what I would advise is that learn your accounting first. It's not just a technical software system as such. You need to know your basic accounting. You need to know your consolidation principles. You need to know your eliminations, your intercompanies, and all kinds of things. If you don't know it, learn it. You don't have to go and get an accounting qualification for that, but you can learn these things, and that'll really help. Even at this stage, I'm a qualified accountant, but I'm trying to go for another qualification at this stage because that'll help me with my career.
Really
so that's what I would advise is not just the technical bit which you need to know, and also take a challenge. Don't sit there and think, oh, there aren't any instructions for this and I can't do it. Just be curious, find out how it works. Go and find out. That's what I normally do.
Definitely. No, that's really good. So you've been in Oracle HFM for years, a bit like myself, really. And, there's new technologies out there. What would actually encourage you to learn those new technologies? What would be kind of various elements of that software or training? What are you looking for?
Well, times have changed and we have to move on. And we still have, don't get me wrong. I'm still a very loyal Oracle HFM person, so don't get me wrong there. But I have not used FCCS. I hope you don't mind me naming products here.
No, go for it.
Yeah, and I have not used or seen FCCS. That's a bit strange, being HFM and not seeing FCCS. But I have seen other products like OneStream and Tagetic, great products, and maybe FCCS does the same as well. So I can't say anything, but they are great products. Whereas OneStream is more sort of the HFM terminology and sort of straight from HFM you go into OneStream. Some users or some companies may like that. They're all in one, so they're not modules. Whereas Tagetic, there are different modules. So even if you don't install the whole thing, you can install certain modules in Tagetic and then see what it is. So it depends on how companies want to implement software. But they're all good products and they have wonderful features. Not these clicking all the time. You have these drag and drop things and lots of charts and visuals. Gone are the days where we used to create charts and link tables, and all those are gone now. And
yeah, most definitely. So, EPM's evolving, it's changing. We've seen a lot of things coming in and out, automation, AI, predictive analytics, all this stuff. But personally, where do you see EPM going in the next 5 years? It could be the job market, it could be the systems, the people, the vendors. What's your take on it?
my take is EPM is going to improve a lot, and the configuration part is going to be more automated. So PVR EPM contractors, a lot of automation will happen. The training, I believe, or we should use AI to bring in training videos. So, for example, you click and ask a question, and immediately a video pops up, and you see how it is done. So, obviously, for software companies, they start issuing videos like that, their training classes will drop. So,
Yes.
it's going to improve a lot, and as I can see already that. The amount of time spent on statutory accounting production at the moment. I mean, the new products, it's just download it from there. The templates are there, and then you don't have to spend much time. So I can see all that. So accountants will be spending less time in the office in future.
Sorry. Yeah. So thank you so much for all that. It's been a great insight into your kind of journey, and also very much a lot of anecdotes, and I guess some hilarious moments. But is there anything else you'd like to add to the discussion today?
Well, would like to see the future EPM products and how AI would help to improve. If there are any suggestions, I'm happy to talk, and you can contact me as well. We can talk about it, and then it'll be great to get a group of people to think about what can be done to improve these systems.
Yeah, fantastic. So thank you so much again for joining in this call, and to the others around in the industry, please, if you'd like to do a similar podcast with me, just contact me, and happy to do this. Thank you so much, Patrick, and have a nice day.
Thank you, Tim, and you too.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.